Welcome to another episode of Blonde in the Kitchen. Today, my mom will be making banana bread. This is one of the most delicious and easiest recipes to make. We're going to start by mixing our wet ingredients. First things first, we're going to cream together our light brown sugar with our eggs. The goal here is to get the eggs and the sugar to be light and fluffy. The longer you whip your eggs, the lighter your banana bread will be. In addition to the texture becoming lighter, this gives the sugar more time to dissolve. Now, to compare, I'm going to have two bowls. The one on the left is after 2 minutes of mixing. The one on the right is after 3 minutes. And this is after 5 minutes of mixing. Now is a great time to add in your apples and banana. So for the apples, we're using Granny Smith, and that's because it has a little bit of tartness to it. But if you don't have a Granny Smith, you can use any apple you like. And now onto the bananas. Go ahead and give these a good mash. We like to use a fork, and we don't like to mash them too much. We like to leave little bits, kind of like pebbles of banana left over in the mixture. The last two wet ingredients we have are our vegetable oil and sour cream. So once those two ingredients are added, go ahead and stir all of this up, set aside, and we're ready to get our dry ingredients prepared. To prepare our dry ingredients, we're putting them all through a sieve. We're going to start with our flour. There are some times where I do skip sieving flour, but for this recipe, I do recommend that you sieve this through. To this, we're going to add our vanilla sugar, some salt, baking powder, baking soda, and our spices, which we're using nutmeg and cinnamon. 9 times out of 10, when we're making banana bread in the house, it's because we had leftover bananas and we don't want to throw them out. And let me say, I'm never opposed to it. It gives us an excuse to bake. It makes the house smell amazing. And when we have enough bananas in the house, we double the recipe and make multiple loaves so that we can give them out to neighbors. So here we have our last bit of flour going into the wet mixture. Once it's mixed, all we have left to do is add in our chopped walnuts. If you don't have walnuts, you can use pecans. Pecans? I don't know. Pronounce it how you will. Fold the nuts into the batter until well combined, and we're ready to fill our loaf pan. I find that it's best to both grease and line your loaf pan with parchment paper before adding in your batter. Fill your loaf pan up 3/4 of the way, and we're going to bake this at 350 degrees for an hour. If you have a toothpick handy, I would still check with the toothpick to make sure that it's completely baked. And before placing it in the oven, you can use a spatula to fix the top of your loaf or even add some crushed walnuts on top. And here we have our finished product. Let your banana bread cool for at least 40 minutes outside of the loaf pan. And once it's cooled, you're ready to slice and enjoy. Some people like to top it with ice cream and some caramel drizzle. And when I say some people, I mean me. Now, of course, we're going to show you what it looks like on the inside. I want to thank you so much for watching. Let us know in the comments down below how you like to have your banana bread. If you'd like to be notified of future videos, go ahead and hit the subscribe button in the middle of the screen.
Yours truly, Blonde in the Kitchen.